Let me give you something to talk about. Talk about Q, Q, Q. So I was looking at someone's named Lori Hendry on Twitter. They made a very simple tweet, and I'm going to put the pieces together for you. Obama gave Pearson Publishing $350 million to create Common Core text, and Pearson, in return, gave Obama a $65 million book deal. How do you think Obama just bought his $11 million house in Martha's Vineyard? Again, global warming is coming, the world's flooding, but we're going to put our house right on the coast. $11 million house, we're going to buy one there and leave it on the coast. We're not concerned. So it made me think, oh yeah, Q had said something about follow the book deals. So I just would like to bring this to your attention from a July 8th, 2019 post, him referring back to a January 2018 post. U.S. taxpayers are paying for it all. The Paris Accord is a scam, trillions. Red Cross, a scam, billions. Foreign aid, scam, trillions. War, scam, trillions. On and on. Who audits where the money actually goes? Who actually receives the money? The U.S. taxpayer is funding the very people we are engaged in taking down. Slush funds everywhere. Think George Soros pays for Antifa out of his own pocket? The hole is deep. You feel sick yet? Q. That was his old post. So the one from July of 2019. Twitter to Sarah Carter. Imagine, which I'll open the tweet. Where is our money, says Sarah Carter. She's the one, isn't she, representing General Flynn? Where is our money? In 2015, Barack Obama and Joe Biden gave Equatorial Guinea $4.4 million in U.S. aid. In 2016, Swiss government seized 25 supercars valued at $13 million belonging to the son of the president of that country, e.g., Equatorial Guinea, or however you pronounce it. He is facing charges of corruption and money laundering. Retweet. Sarah Carter, you go, girl. And again, she posted this one, July 2nd, 2019. Q's post, July 8th. A few days later. And here's his comment on that from July 8th, 2019. Imagine what would happen if, by law, every United States congressman or woman, U.S. senator, president, etc., was, again, by U.S. law, audited every 1 to 2 years by an independent agency. Imagine what would happen if those audits extended to all family members of such elected official or officials. Again, what are we seeing right now with Joe Biden? It's his son. Oh, John Kerry. Oh, it's his son. Oh, Nancy Pelosi. It's her son. Oh, my gosh. The money's being funneled back to the siblings, the children. Brothers, sisters, sons, daughters. They're getting the funding back. Now, this case in Barack Obama, it didn't go to his girls, his daughters. No. It went to them. This $35 million, $36 million book deal. And again, how did that book company get the money? The federal government, meaning you, your taxpayers' dollars, went and paid them $350 million. Without your say-so, without your vote, Obama decided we're going to do this anyways. And we came back with Common Core garbage from this publishing company. And they somehow had an additional 36 or so million to give back to Barack Obama in a book deal. We're going to give him a book deal. Do you think that book deal produced even a sliver in profits of $36 million? Because that publishing company needs money too. So they have to have money plus profit to then give him money. So if they gave him $36 million, that's profit. What did the book company make? How many millions? Tens of millions, right? That's the thing. They didn't make any. They didn't make hardly any money on that. They already got the money from the U.S. government through you and me. Congress, again, imagine what would happen if by law every U.S. Congress member, U.S. Senator, President, Senator was audited every 1 to 2 years by an independent agency. Imagine what would happen if those audits extended to all family members of those elected officials. Would Democrats continue to push for foreign aid to other countries versus the homeland? What happens when the kickbacks dry up? Maxine Waters, $4 million house? How'd she pay for that? Nancy Pelosi's net worth, over $150 million? Joe Biden's son/brother met with net worth tens of millions? Huh. Clinton family, $200 million plus. Pre-election of Bill Clinton was less than $1 million. How did they go up to over 200 million? Obama family, 40 million plus. Pre-election, less than $1 million net worth. Disguised under book deals, question mark? Those who take are offered more power positions within the party it's controlled. Drain the swamp, Q. This is what the whole investigation in the Ukraine is all about. Fraud, corruption, crimes of epic financial proportions. And again, they're funneling it back to their kids. Even, again, Obama, right to themselves. The Clintons, right to themselves. That's the thing. And when you add up all this so-called aid, U.S. aid, this aid, that aid, it's billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars being sent outside the country. However, like Obama, he didn't have to go outside the country. Nope, he just hired one of his buddies to do it. You know, this $350 million publishing deal. Oh, yeah, here you go. So it's for education and stuff. You know, new text, because our old text wasn't working so well. We were the best country on the face of the earth. We had the highest test scores. I mean, top 5 anyways. Not anymore. We're not down to 50 in that, down to 37 in this one, this category. What the? So what did that pay for? We didn't need to change it. He needed an excuse to give hundreds of millions of dollars away to then put it in their back pockets. That is what this is about. That's what it's always been about. So here you and I are, tax season's coming up. Taxes, God, what am I paying? God, I gave that much away to the freaking government. Well, you know, at least, you know, maybe your sheeple mind, well, maybe they're doing, you know, they're using it wisely. Even though it pains you to say that, oh, maybe they're using it wisely. Oh, I can't even say it right. Oh, my stomach. Oh, I think I've got acid reflux and I've got, you know, stomach problems, all this and ulcers. Oh, because you know deep down, no, there's something wrong. There's something really wrong. So what about the wasteful spending within our country? Democratic politicians, as Democrats, they've got friends and businesses that will then funnel money right back to their campaigns. Again, you think George Soros is using his own money? No, Q's telling you that. Absolutely not. Where did the $5.3 billion that was sent to Ukraine go? Oh, we just found out. Most all of it went to non-governmental organizations, NGOs, like those that George Soros owns. How much do you want to bet in Ukraine George Soros has some NGOs with his name on it and received some of that $5.3 billion money? How much do you want to bet? So let's go back to our country. That's outside the country. How much funding? We're going to do research or a research grant and funding is absolutely useless. It's going nowhere. It's gaining nothing. It's not supposed to. It was never supposed to. It was only used as a front set up from the very beginning to funnel money back into these effing criminal politicians' pockets. And I'm not just talking about Democrats. Trust me. You're going to hear some Republican names attached for sure. But again, for whatever reason, boy, oh boy, are the Democrats way outweighing the Republicans on that scale. But nonetheless, a politician is a politician. I don't give a damn what color shirt they wear. Like I said, if Donald Trump came out and said, I'm running to be the Democratic candidate, or even this time, second time around, I'm switching parties, guys. I'm going to clean up the Democratic house. Okay. Guess what? Let me switch my party affiliation. I'm going Democrat now. Back to my roots of where I used to be all those years ago, not knowing anything. Dad told me, don't always vote Democrat. Vote Democrat. Why, Dad? Why does it matter? Well, The Democrats are for the people, the small guys, and the Republicans are for big business. And since you and I, we are the small guy, that's why we vote for a Democrat. Okay. That was it. That's all I needed to know. My dad, it's my father, man. He knows best. He's been around longer than I have. You listen to your parents, man. But what happens when you find out your parents, they got it wrong? You could have a discussion with them. Guys, you got it wrong. And that might not go over so well. Well, I'm a bit longer than you. Or your parents might say, like my dad, Trump's the man. You were right. Yep. Democrat. Yep. They got us. I believed. I bought the whole thing. Hope and change. Obama. I bought it. But he quickly has realized, gosh, they got me. It's not his fault or anyone like him. Their fault. If you are purposely being lied to and manipulated by someone else, you cannot be at fault. You are being manipulated to think, feel, react, etc. a certain way. Therefore, I'm going to vote blue. I haven't got my blue shirt on today for you blue folks out there. Although it's a blue Litecoin shirt, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, hey, we made a mistake. Let's change. I'm done. And at these Trump rallies recently, they've been polling people. How many of you guys are Democrats? 23,000 showed up. They're Democrats. Ooh. At one rally, that's a big number. That's a real big number. And that was also in Florida recently. So, again, how much wasteful money is in our own country? Fake organizations, fake funding, fake everything, just so that it gets funneled right back to these people. Could you imagine if we find out, oh my God, breaking news, your taxes that you're at, remember how Trump lowered taxes in the brackets? Yeah, I remember. He needs to go a lot further down now that we've cleaned up all this wasteful spending. We've got a massive nest egg of epic proportions that you won't even believe when we tell you the numbers. No more aid to foreign countries. No more aid to fake companies inside of our government. Number one, these Democrats, they're all indicted and in jail. Their underlings are indicted in jail. The people they work with in their respective countries are indicted in jail. So, how much money do we actually have left over? Oh, you guys got a lot. We're going to give you some bigger tax breaks. It's possible. A lot of money has been going out of this country. Again, to keep these people in power and to keep people that have dirt on them happy, because they got to get their money too, or they're going to blab their mouths. And I want to remind you of an old Webbot thing that talked about just such a similar situation happening where people, and the way Webbot read it was more like contractors of some type. Not necessarily, people keeping secrets on, the likes of Hillary Clinton or somebody else or Epstein or one of those things. It was more like a contractor, military contractor or some kind of contractor that, hey, I'm not getting paid anymore. I thought we had a little deal here going on. Oh, no? Okay, well, I guess I'm going to leak some of this information that I know about this secret technology or such and such. Still fraud and corruption involved, but not necessarily like you might expect. Oh, it was a direct tie to the Democratic Party, kind of a thing. So it just makes me think of that as I'm talking to you. So anyways, that's it. I just want to bring you up to date on that. And if Q's been posting this, and they have, that means Donald Trump knows, the military intelligence knows, and they're going to show you just how corrupt these people are and the money. Follow, as the old saying goes, it's so simple. Follow the money. So you got to keep in mind, again, cryptocurrencies. How do cryptos fit into this? If everybody has a wallet ID, your address, any money you ever receive throughout your life goes to that ID. Anytime you send something out, it goes out that ID. And it could be encrypted. It could stay private until a court order, FISA court. Oh, yep, unseal those. Okay, decrypt that. Yeah, let's see where all his or her stuff has been going, who they've been working with, where's this money. You could track it. You would have been able to find, $350 million went into that company. There's a record of it leaving here and here. One of those participants is Barack Obama. Okay. Really easy. Now, granted, we do have banking records, and we will be able to trace a lot of this anyways. So we still will be able to track it. But if it's on the blockchain, there's no such thing as, well, the bank caught on fire today. We were pulling the documents out of the bank and a fire started. They were pulling the boxes out so fast that they rubbed each other and caught on fire because they're made of cardboard. And they rubbed so hard and fast, they caught on fire. And those transactions you guys are looking for, because we lost the database, so you asked for the hard copy records, we caught on fire. On the blockchain, there wouldn't be enough fires in the world to hide something and destroy computer equipment that had the blockchain on it, because there are millions, potentially, hundreds of thousands for sure, of nodes or blockchain wallets running on people's computers, whatever. So you have a copy of the ledger. It's like you have copies of everything and you don't really know it. I mean, you do, but you don't. And again, it can stay private, encrypted, whatever. Court order, okay, decrypt it. Done. So that's another positive for crypto, if crypto were involved here. But speaking of that, I heard from Woo Woo Friend today. And she said to me, even I'm having a hard time believing what my guide's telling me of how soon we're about to go up. She goes, the timing thing has been, bad. We just have not been able to nail that down. She goes, but remember boxes 1, 2, and 3 that I gave you in the chart that I think the price, yeah. They're telling me it's coming here quick. And like, you better be in or you're going to be left behind. I thought, yeah, okay. And so she's getting what my mom's getting, and that, no, we're not going down. I know she said, there's TA and some other psychics talking about going down to maybe 3 or so thousand for Bitcoin. She goes, I'm just not feeling that. That's not what I'm getting. I'm getting it. No, the opposite's going to happen. And I said, well, that's kind of what my mom said, either we're already going to be up by the end of the year, and it's going to be nice, and it will stay up, or we will start going up at the end of the year very nicely. So it's not going to be like the last 2 years. Oh, it's December, January. Here we go again. Get ready. The big fall's coming. She goes, my mom said, I'm not getting that. So my woo-woo friend had also said that, it recently said the same thing. I just did a Patreon update on that. We'll see. I'm cautiously optimistic. But again, timing with these, any and all psychics with stuff, it seems like when it comes to timing is just, I don't know why that's such a problem. I really don't. But I believe we're going to be seeing some epic prices again. As soon as the next big rally kicks in, where we go over the all-time high, it's just going to look like another previous chart of, oh yeah, there's the all-time high, big market cycle, down, up, back down again. Next market cycle, 20,000 Bitcoin, okay, back down 2 years, okay. What's the next one going to? She thinks it's going to be, actually, her number is higher than I thought it was going to for Bitcoin for the next high. But, how long does it take us to get to the next high? In July or December of 2017, it jumped up fast and came back down pretty fast. What if this time, like we waited 2 years in this down market to go up a little bit, now we're sideways? What if it's another year or two of going up, coming down a little bit? Oh, there's a market cycle, everyone sells. Nope, we're going higher. Very possible. But I don't know. So anyways, just want to share this whole thing with you about the book deals. It's a fraud. They're funneling your taxpayer money to these people individually. And they're going to be caught. Justice will be served, I am convinced, once and for all, and finally in this country. Take care.